Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to the Pro Wrestling Report, Primetime, #1 professional wrestling news and information show all over the world. Dameon Nelson here with David Octavius Hero and Rasche. Rasche Brown of Ring of Honor joining us for Primetime. This is your second episode of Primetime. Welcome to the show.
I know I am.
He brings balance.
You know, here's what isn't balanced. You got your little mousse in your hair, your little narrow ass. You got your little shirt there. What does that say?
DHHS. David Hero has.
So I'm going to have to put up with that all show here. And
it's the gospel.
You got your...
I don't know.
Where's your shirt?
I don't know, man. Do I have a shirt?
Well, you're wearing one, thank you.
Oh,
but
okay.
It's Popalicious.
Are you sitting on my...
Absolutely not. Maybe it's over there somewhere. Maybe it's over there somewhere. Rasche, you can tell you're new to TV, huh? Anyways, a lot to talk about, so let's get right to it. Well, new to this particular TV show.
Night, you know.
We got to talk about Raw from this past Monday. We're going to preview TNA Slammiversary on pay-per-view. We'll talk about SmackDown from last week, and David, as always, hot news.
Hot news.
So let's get right into it and talk about WWE Raw from this past Monday night, which was headlined, of course, by the big invasion by the NXT guys of WWE, coming in out of nowhere, attacking John Cena, leaving him for dead, it seemed, and attacking everybody else at ringside, in addition to Bret Harting, the ringside area, destroying everything to be found. A shocking angle, one that came out of nowhere. The question we'll get to is where will it go from here, but first, your thoughts on the ending to the 3-hour Viewer's Choice Raw this past Monday night, David Hero.
I thought it was something new, it was something that they needed. Some of the people said it felt too real and they had to turn it off.
Had to turn off. They were scared. They were
I'm
feared of it.
serious. I talked to some people about it. Says, hey, it was too real, too over the top. They didn't like it. The best thing about it is, though, is that the people at ringside, you know, like the timekeeper and ring announcer, they had no idea that was going to happen. They
Really?
never smartened up to it.
That's pretty cool.
So
what's the timekeeper's name? Who always gets?
Justin Roberts.
No, that's the ring announcer.
I don't know what
it's Mike or something like that, whatever. But anyways, yeah. Wow, they didn't know. Keeps it real, huh?
They did keep it real. And you know what? That was a long 10-minute segment.
Yeah.
Of a bunch of guys that no one really knows. Still don't.
But did they need to? Is the question. Was the angle hot enough where they needed to know who it was doing it, or did they create more intrigue as to who are these guys, what is going on, and by the way, they're attacking Superman, John Cena.
The biggest question for everybody is how come no one came out to save John Cena? Now,
well, they were scared.
No.
So what you mean to tell me is that, what was it, 8 or 10 rookies?
Yeah.
Could take over the ring?
Well, they weren't rookies anymore.
Is it that
on TV
easy?
for 15 weeks.
You know, and that nobody from the back could come out and help?
I mean, I have 6 brothers. We can do this next week, you know, if it's that easy.
No, it's not that easy. We got tight security
exactly.
here.
You got Big Show back there, Mark Henry, and Kate. None of them could have come down.
Evan Bourne.
Evan Bourne.
Was he on the show Monday night? I forget.
Yes, he was.
Was he really?
He was. He had a little
Must have been like an 8 or 9 second.
Hey, don't you make what's
I'm not making fun. I'm just no. He's on SmackDown.
8 or 9 seconds
we
longer
don't
than
watch
Cody
that.
Rhodes.
Rashi, your thoughts? NXT's invasion this
The
past
Brazilian
Monday night
Rhodes.
on Raw.
It was something different.
One day you're gonna have to explain that.
Who's
Someday.
talking here, you or me?
Oh,
It sounded like you, so let me
well,
talk.
we
for
do
a
look
second.
alike.
No, in your world, not
David
mine.
Banner and Incredible Hulk.
Not funny. Anyway, my thoughts are, the angle was all right. They didn't need that much time. That was way too long. But I think it was information overload for fans that don't know who these dudes are. 8 dudes came down there. 6 of them look alike because they all like these freaking cookie-cutter wrestlers. So it's just like watching triplets beat the crap out of John Cena and everybody. I mean, triplets. 2 sets of them. I mean, it was all right, but
You know, some people would think
how tough is it to beat up 2 guys with 8 guys?
Oh no, they beat up Luke
But it was
Gallows.
John Cena. John Cena's Superman, guys. Let's not forget. John Cena
I
can
don't
overcome
care.
any
They
odd.
found his kryptonite.
Well, this is the deal. For it to be real, somebody had to come out to help.
Punk tried.
No. Somebody. More than Punk.
Who would you have picked?
Everybody.
Who's Cena?
How many guys were there?
50?
How many guys were there? I think 8.
Oh, wow.
So you can't have 4 in a ring, and you can't have 4 in the aisleway beating up whoever comes down? I don't know.
Did you like it, though?
Like
Is it
I
surprising?
said, it was surprising, but that doesn't mean I liked it.
Okay.
I didn't say I didn't like it, but anybody, you can put 8 of anybody in a ring and tear up a ring and look tough. I mean,
Me?
I saw a guy tear up the padding on the floor and then he screams into the microphone like, "Come on, man, really?" I don't know.
No,
You
it
said
was
while
all right.
it was
We'll see where
happening,
they go
though.
with it.
What are they doing? Why are they showing everybody what's under the ring?
Yeah, it's like watching the secrets of the magicians. They exposed everything. Well, there's the padding, there's the 2x4s. If they want to make it look good, John Cena has to be off TV next week.
Right.
If he shows up all in his sling and everything, it looks bad. He needs to be off TV, at home, relaxing.
But why are there no repercussions next week? I hope there should be, right? By management, Bret Hart.
Bret Hart might say something.
Who's
Might take
behind
20
it?
minutes, but he'll say something.
There's been
Bret Hart
There's
might
been-
get his butt whooped saying something.
there's been a lot of discussion as to who's leading this invasion and who's behind it, who's responsible for it, and a lot of people are saying that it could be the one man who didn't get attacked this past Monday night. That man, Michael Cole.
But you know what, though? If he really didn't know what was going to happen, and he
Fifth row
saw
in
what's
5
going
seconds
on,
or less. Yeah.
you know that's why he took off.
He's like George Costanza out of the fire.
Yeah. The clown, the old lady, the kid, the
Knocks
disabled
them all
person,
over,
everybody.
get out of
You
there.
don't watch Dave
Never
doesn't
mind.
watch. So. But would it make sense? And could that be it? Somebody's got to be behind this, I guess. Somebody's got to be a mouthpiece for this group potentially. Maybe it's one person within the group or
Could be
somebody
Vince.
outside of it.
Why not?
Why?
Maybe that's who beat him up.
Undertaker?
No.
He's hurt.
My guess is Michael Cole
Yeah.
was Stefano.
How lame is that, though?
Stefano. Stefano did it.
Stefano.
Yeah.
Angelo?
Stefano.
Okay.
Never mind.
Where does it go now? You talked about Cena shouldn't show up next week. He can't come out with an arm and a sling. But where does it go now? We didn't see really much progression of it on NXT on Tuesday night as they launched Season 2. We saw recaps of it. Don't know what we're going to see tonight on SmackDown, but
Well,
what
That'll
now?
be the big Raw recap.
Wouldn't you think that the show would start with those guys in the ring, and as they're doing their thing?
But they're not supposed to be there.
Right.
No, they can't start with them in the ring. It wouldn't make any sense.
What do you do?
You wait, and they'll come out and attack somebody else.
But they're not supposed to be there.
They come to the crowd. In their wrestling
So
match,
they can't
change in
do
the
this
bathroom.
before the show, right? And commandeer the show? No.
No.
Maybe they'll grab Matt Hardy out of the front row on the way in. Because, he's buying a ticket now.
Oh, is he?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, Mr. SmackDown. You didn't know that?
I haven't watched it yet tonight.
No, it was last week.
Really? Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, I was in Indiana last week.
You can't speak about that, can you?
I'll tweet about it later.
What should they do? What, if you were booking this, Booker Man, what should the next step in this
They
angle
take
be?
out Randy Orton next week.
Next
And
big
then,
face?
and then that explains why he misses the pay-per-view.
That's who it should have been in the first place.
Really? I think it was much more impactful with it being Cena because Cena is deemed by the fans as somewhat untouchable.
No. Because Cena does not have complete support of the fans. You know there's always fans that boo John Cena. Now, Randy Orton is over, like,
He's a true babyface.
right. Which means he probably has 80% of the crowd, not 50 or 60% of the crowd. And I think it would have been a bigger statement to take out a legend killer as a rookie than John Cena. I think Randy Orton's way more over than John Cena.
So you know what
But
they'll do
not,
then?
not at all. Not at all. Not in the mainstream wrestling fans' mind. The only person they could have gone after was John Cena.
Why? So you're
He
telling
is
me that
WWE.
John-
He's the
and whose
vision.
opinion?
I think it would be somewhat of a consensus out there. You're too smart, Rasche, remember?
I know this, but if we go through the turnstiles and you ask every fan, who would you rather see?
Well, you can tell by what T-shirts they're wearing.
No, because not everyone. Stop it, David.
These T-shirts are hot, just so you know.
That's
And this
because
is the
your
top seller.
freaking
They were
armpits
worn-
are in them. That's why
They
they're
were
hot.
worn at a TNA house show. Everyone posed with them.
Don't you have a shout out, a thank you to give?
Yeah, Mike Plath. It's all over the place. All over the World Wide Web. You're missing out. If you had a T-shirt to sell, you know, who knows?
You know what? I'm gonna find a T-shirt to sell. Damn it! I'm tired of you.
You gotta sell it then.
Rasche, what should happen next? If this was you, I still think it should have been John Cena, by the way, but if this was you, what should happen next? You're saying maybe attack Randy Orton next week? They're
Well,
going
I
after all
guess-
the top guys
I
in
guess since
WWE because
they're
they
not
want to be the
supposed
top.
to be there. Bret Hart should start the show.
How long might that take?
least 20 minutes.
Well, it's gonna, okay, fine. And he gets across the point that we don't tolerate this here, and you guys are blah, 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 blah. And maybe I don't know.
But see, here's what's going to happen. They'll attack Randy Orton.
There has to be repercussions
and then
for
they'll
what
set up a
they've
tag
done.
match. It'll be Orton and
No,
Cena
see,
against
but
all
no,
of NXT.
see, that throws it out the window
Look at
there.
Barry.
And
When you hook up
They'll be put
tag
in a box and
matches
say,
out of
"Leave it
a
on."
supposed shoot angle, it kills it. No, you don't.
Look
What
who you're
are you going to go
talking about.
find 6
Look
other
who you're
guys to
talking
team
about.
up with
The
them?
last
They don't
time-
even have that much talent on their roster
This
to
is
go
not,
in an 8-man.
this is not
Get
Jerry
hot.
Springer, guys.
Why
You're
you-
right.
why
It's
you-
not. These
The-
punches will be real.
The last time WWE did anything like this was when I believe WCW, the invasion
Mhm.
happened, and they completely annihilated any hope of that being good quickly after it happened.
You cannot make this into a wrestling match after you start the deal this
I know.
way.
I understand that. But here's the
Okay.
problem I have. How many of those NXT guys had winless records against themselves?
This whole thing is retarded to me. If I can say retarded, I'm going to say
You
it
did.
again. Right, exactly.
See? They couldn't beat themselves.
Bryan Danielson's going to have to wrestle 99% of every match they have.
On Tuesday's NXT, we saw the pros attack the Season 2 rookies, but really nothing much from the Season 1 guys. Wouldn't it have made natural sense?
No,
to have
because
maybe
no one's
an
watching
explanation?
that show.
on, dude. They're not rookies anymore. They're vets, aren't they?
Nobody watches that.
I don't know. When are they not rookies anymore? If season
After the
2's
season,
going,
yeah. I guess after
so
the
what are
season
these
finale.
dudes now?
All right. Well, we got a lot of
Stupid logic.
we got a lot of comments from the fans out there in the Twitterverse and at our website pwrshow.com, and overwhelmingly, people loved it. They like it. They can't wait to see what's next. The question that I'll ask you directly, first you, Rasche, will this be fumbled? Will this be a play or a fumble by WWE? 4 weeks from now.
4 weeks?
4 weeks from now, 1 month away, going into SummerSlam,
I will
which
say
is longer than 4 weeks from now.
there will be maybe 2 stars that come out of this from the next guys. Just because
3.
you think 3? Okay. Talent's gonna rise, and we'll see if guys have it or not. They'll mess it up.
David Arrow, 4 weeks from now.
I think it'll still be pretty strong. They've had plenty of time to think this out. That's why they did the whole NXT, was to create new stars. It'll be just fine. Just give it 4 weeks.
So you're saying this is a long-term thing?
Absolutely. At least through SummerSlam. And for them, that's a long term.
Well, but the reason though WCW invasion failed is why? Because all they wanted to do was bury WCW.
Well, but look who
But this
was
is their
part
own
of the
creation,
invasion.
NXT.
Look who was part of the invasion. All mid-card guys.
Well, what are these guys?
It's different.
You're right. They're lower on the
Well,
rung.
but what I'm saying is if it's 8 against 1, it's different. It's not like, Evan Courageous, Lodi, those kind of guys showing up
Evan
on Raw.
Courageous.
It's completely different. There was no Goldberg, there was no Nash,
You're right.
there was no Sting or Flair.
That's my point.
But since there are no expectations with the lack of those names or no names, does it make it more intriguing?
But yeah, because they're going to have a slower build-up.
Yeah.
It's going to be well executed because they have too much money invested in this already.
But Next doesn't have a home come October. Remember that.
They don't need one. They'll forget about Next, but then they'll have created 16 new people.
Let's go to hot news, and the hot news coming off the presses as of this taping is the return of the WWE Survivor Series. Vince McMahon said on a WWE earnings report a long while ago that the Survivor Series was a brand that was tired and would be going away. However, it has gone on sale and will be happening in Miami, Florida in November. Smart move or non-impactful move by WWE.
I think
We've seen them change a lot of pay-per-views, the gimmick pay-per-views.
I
if you
think the
will.
name has value as far as an impact of making me want to order it. If they go with the old format of the Survivor Series and not
5-on-5,
Yeah,
Soul Survivor,
yeah, not the morphed way that they kept changing.
the dinks and the
just that. Yeah, I mean, that's not a bad idea.
David Arrow.
I like the Survivor Series.
Yeah.
Make it old school again. Matchups you don't see otherwise.
Let's talk about WWE SmackDown from last week. Rey Mysterio has qualified and will take the place of The Undertaker in Fatal 4-Way next Sunday on pay-per-view.
He's really dead, huh?
Well, if you believe that promo cut by Kane on SmackDown last Friday, which many are saying is his best work ever, then The Undertaker is indeed dead. But your thoughts on basically how they explained away The Undertaker on last week's
Well, it's the
SmackDown,
first time
David?
they've ever let Kane talk.
Mm-hmm. Well,
You know.
extensively. Remember when Kane had the voice box thing?
Yeah. He's come a long way, hasn't he?
Yeah.
Good for Kane.
Yep.
Who really believes Undertaker's dead?
Well, he already is dead, right?
Yeah, you can't
So
kill
you
a dead
can't kill
man.
a dead man, right?
You know? What are they going to bring him back as? Who knows? I mean, it's stupid. It really is. It's just dumb.
But you gave Kane credit, had you not, on his
But that-
promo?
No,
that
no,
doesn't
no,
mean
no,
that
no.
that doesn't mean
Kane
he
did a
didn't do
great
his
job.
part
He
well.
did an amazing
Exactly.
job. I'm just saying,
The whole
Undertaker is in a vegetative state. What does that mean?
I agree
Sounds
with
like you agree.
Yeah, man. It's
Could this be? All right, now I'm gonna
Hold on
DHHS.
for a second. These cats go to you and tell you, you know, we want to do more reality-based this and that.
Any other thing?
Then you got limos blowing up. Reality,
I'm sorry, it's just you rarely hear about the limo blowing up.
the vegetative state of the Undertaker. I thought he was in a vegetative state since he's a dead man. And now they do this goofy thing. Like, if he really was dead, would SmackDown start without a tribute to the Undertaker? That's how you make people believe
Would
that.
they empty the arena for it?
If you want people to believe he's dead nowadays,
See?
right?
Speaking of the limo blowing up,
But
Yeah.
wait a minute, some guy from Hollywood scripted this. Never mind.
referring to the comments of Jim Cornette, who was our guest on this past Monday's ESPN radio show. If you haven't listened to that, you know what? Let me just tell you the truth. We didn't go for the internet rant that everyone else tries to go for when they have Jim Cornette on. We talked to him about wrestling, and he had some very good, insightful things to say. Some backstory on the Dairy Queen trip. Some backstory on some of the WWE divas, and a lot of hot news and information in that interview. So pick it up. Available now at pwrshow.com. Al Snow, also our guest this past Monday night on ESPN Radio. Here's what I wonder. Does this turn into, when The Undertaker returns, is it a program between he and Kane to send The Undertaker out?
No way.
He doesn't
Not at
come
all.
back to go away, does he?
Maybe he does.
And it won't be to Kane.
I know.
Why not?
Who wants to see
Did you
that?
expect Kane to get involved this past SmackDown, this past Friday night SmackDown, and explain away The Undertaker?
I had no idea Taker was dead. So, I mean, of course I was shocked to see him out there crying, you know, of all people. I mean, let's think about this. He tried to burn him in an Inferno match.
The casket's on fire!
And now he's all distraught over it?
Right. Well, you're not. Was that more than 3 years ago? 'Cause you're not supposed to remember being on 3 years if you're a wrestling fan.
It's been, what was this last WrestleMania?
Gaines?
No, this last one we went to.
26.
About like 7 or 8 years ago, I think.
What should happen now? Clearly, the Undertaker's going to return. Some are saying maybe by SummerSlam.
You know what they
That's
should have done?
Aggressive.
They
though.
should have done it for what it was. They should have said Rey Mysterio broke his orbital bone.
What's more believable? Him being dead in a vegetative state,
It
or
happened. What do you
Ray
mean?
Ray breaking
No,
his
but, I
orbital
mean,
bone?
If
it
you
would've made
sit on
more
a guy's
sense.
face coming from 20 feet in the air, you're going to break an orbital bone.
Okay.
But here's the thing.
I've only wrestled
That
one
way-
match.
Did he
Did you?
win?
Well, it was
against
against,
what was
no,
her
against
name?
Josh Matthews.
Like I said, what was her name?
So what they should have done is let Ray be the, you know, it would have
to
made
pay
more
for that.
sense. And then Taker comes back after Ray. Ray now has some new character, some new life back in him. They made a big mistake.
This Sunday night on pay-per-view, it's TNA Slammiversary, and it's time to preview that show. Let's go match by match, and the biggest thing, the first thing that came out of that was Dixie Carter has tweeted out that she's going to be making a huge, there'll be a huge surprise.
You know what?
Uh-oh.
We got a bigger surprise.
Do we?
Because I don't really think you're qualified to talk about TNA anymore.
I really don't.
Wait,
either.
whoa! I thought I was the TNA mark.
You are.
You are.
That's
about
why
it.
you're blinded.
Yeah. See,
What?
we
We
think
just
there's
Oh,
a-
somebody.
TNA, hit the brakes, douche. Bam! If you want to talk about some TNA, it's the ODB. Bam!
No.
I have no bike. What?
The
Sorry,
the
I've had a
diva,
few beers.
The Diva ODB.
Oh, the diva. I kind of like that term, but I am the 3-time knocked up champ, but I do like the diva thing.
The 3-time knocked up champ.
Yeah, knocked up champ.
Can you
Too
imagine?
bad you weren't part of that. what do I talk into? Is this mic on? Hello.
Yeah, how are you?
Are these mics on? Bam! I am PG, by the way.
Well,
Alright.
you need to be PG since
You're
you're.
a diva.
I do. I need to be PG now these days. And really with this? Nah. Okay.
Wow. Let's take it
What are we
match by
talking
match.
about?
We're talking about the TNA pay-per-view Slammiversary, number 8.
And I wasn't on 7, so that's fun to talk about.
You
So
weren't on 7?
no, I wasn't. So who's on the Slammiversary?
Well, let's see. We got the knocked up title match.
It's really not the knockout. It's not for the knockout champ. Well, we got Mass and Rain. It's the champ right now against not even a knockout person, Roxy.
Roxy.
Huh.
See, I heard you weren't in the match because you're a diva now.
Yeah. So that should be fun. That should be a good one. Actually, Roxy's a very good competitor, but Mason's just another one of those beautiful people. So
So if you had to pick, who would you pick?
I'm going for Roxy.
New knockout champion? Roxy?
Yeah, new knockout champ Roxy.
Roxy.
Yes. New era. New
Okay.
era
Well,
coming
we
in
got-
TNA.
Doug Williams against Brian Kendrick. The Brian Kendrick. One of your very good close personal friends.
I like him. I actually do like him.
He's a cool cat.
Yeah, he is very fun after hours. What? Who said that? Yeah, I like him.
Doug Williams, X Division champ.
I didn't even know there was still a next division at TNA.
Well, you know.
No, actually, that should actually be a really good match because they can do some stuff that no one else
Is it
can
going to
do.
be a car crash? Or
No.
is it going to be a
No.
match?
No, these two will show you what the TNA X Division can do. And Brian Kendrick is a good addition to TNA, and that, shoot, I may go to a BW3s and order that. Or watch it, I don't know.
Hang out with Dave.
Yeah.
There you go.
exactly.
Asian Zing, right?
Or do an autograph signing there
Yeah, there you
to
go.
get paid.
$4, what a day.
Speaking of X Division, Frankie Kazarian against Kurt Angle.
That's actually different.
You like that one?
I actually do. That's gonna be very different.
You're like,
I
can't
mean,
wait for this.
that's all about TNA. It's very different. So, Angle and Frankie. It should be very interesting with the very unique
Frankie can
styles.
go.
I agree. Yeah.
You know, it'll be
Very
a good
young
match.
Frankie. And didn't Kurt take like a month or so off?
Yeah.
So he should be well refreshed. And
So he's coming back.
you gotta
I know-
figure Kurt's
I-
gonna beat Frankie.
No, I know he did some movies and stuff, and he's been around for a while. But Frankie's young, and he can go. You never know. Frankie can pull some stuff, But
You're actually wrestling Frankie later on
Yeah.
tonight.
See, that's the fact.
later on. And I thought I had him tonight.
That's the factor
Wait a
that not
minute.
too many people know. Frankie, Sunday you're going to be hurting, my friend. Hurting? I mean, damn.
Damn.
And Angle knows too, right?
Well,
Yeah,
you know what? Kurt Angle got his job because of Rasche Brown.
pretty much.
You know that?
Really?
Yeah.
And vice versa. But
Dark match in Milwaukee against Kurt Angle.
sellout crowd.
He almost broke his neck again.
I almost broke my head.
Mm-hmm.
Remember
Really?
that frog splash? I almost fell off the top rope.
Oh lordy.
Yeah.
Whew, nightmare of all nightmares, but it was still a great match.
One or two big tag matches. You got the band. It could be Hall, Nash, or Super Eric against Matt Morgan and a partner of his choosing.
Oh God.
Oh Lord, who will it be?
I wonder.
Is it you?
I
Are you not telling us something?
no. I'll actually be in Pittsburgh shooting a movie during Slammiversary.
See,
So
she is a diva, isn't she?
I won't be
Yeah.
there. Death from Above is just the movie I'm shooting, so I won't be at Slammiversary.
And what's your part in Death and Above?
My name is Marge. I'll be a truck,
Imagine that.
truck stop attendant.
Imagine
Basically,
that.
just plain
Tell him
playing
Marge
myself.
sent ya.
Yeah, that's basically it. I hope I don't get killed in the movie, but you never know.
Well, all the bad ones do get killed.
Yeah. Hopefully they make more.
The heels always make
They
one.
get spin-offs too.
Yeah, true.
And then, of course, we got Jeff Hardy and Mr. Anderson
Mister.
against Beer Money. I think that could be the match that steals the night.
Something tells me you like beer money.
Yeah, a little bit.
Well, she likes those two words separately or together.
Right.
Yeah, I like it.
I think I'm going to go with beer money also.
You
I
know
just
what?
don't trust Kenny, man.
You don't
Actually,
trust him.
that's gonna be actually a good match. Very entertaining because you got 4 guys that are great at what they do.
All about the
Very
work.
entertaining, and that could be a main event right there. Very main event.
Well, it's really 3.5 main event guys. I mean, Beer Money is like, you know, vibrating again.
That's got to be you.
Is that my pink thing below? What? Sorry, I'm PG now. I'm sorry.
And then, of course, the big main event, the reason we're all ordering the pay-per-view, the headlining main event,
What is it?
Sting against RVD.
Oh.
Oh, that's
Wait a minute.
Yeah.
Is Ric Flair fighting
No?
Jay Lethal?
Jay Lethal's coming here.
I know, tonight.
Well, he's already in town.
Yeah,
You
he's
know.
at my hotel room. Bam! Yeah.
So,
The Motel 6, 106.
106.
I will see you there.
I need a pin.
Bring the ice.
You're going to forget 106?
Yes. 104, right?
So what do you like?
Joining rooms.
Ice cream.
RVD
Oh,
or the Stinger?
I'm going to have to go with RVD, I guess.
You like I'm a big fan of the Sting.
You know what?
Back in the
Know
day.
what?
I'm going to retract my vote. I'm going to go with Sting because I think they tried the hot shot putting the title on RVD and it didn't work.
They'll
in my
take
opinion.
20 steps backwards with Sting.
But you use Sting as a transition. He has heat as a heel. He can win tomorrow, get over on TV Monday as a top heel, and by the time those tapings are done, they can be a new champ. It doesn't have
And
to
who would
be
that be?
I don't know, but RVD doesn't need a title to give that company credibility.
They need the title on him for him to do the house shows.
No, you don't.
No.
Who said that? No, I think Sting would. I think Sting's gonna take the match. I grew up watching him, and minus the face paint, I do like him, but he's hot.
Well,
You're saying
we
it.
we never saw it from that perspective.
Let's take the
I
face
have
paint off
anyway,
it.
Dave.
Damn, he looks good in a pair of jeans.
That's all I got for you. I think that's all the matches.
So is Jay Lethal wrestling?
I don't believe so. He's wrestling tonight.
Are you kidding? He's not on the pay-per-view.
No.
The hottest dude over the
He
last 4
could beat
weeks.
Sting and become the new champion.
I would enjoy that. A Sting Flair match
Hey,
again.
where's the Pope? Is he on the... No, he's not on pay-per-view either, is he?
He's injured,
That's not the
right?
Pope's fault.
You know what?
And honestly, with me, injury, if your legs aren't broken, you can still do promos, you can still be at the building, you can
Yeah.
still
so
be doing
what
something.
kind of faith
Exactly.
do
If
they
your
have
legs
in
aren't
him?
broken, my legs are broken.
I've actually wrestled with I know, that's what
Hmm.
perfectly able-bodied woman here.
My legs are fine.
May blow a .9 or 7.0, but
7.0?
yeah,
I'll
she
take
should be
it.
dead.
Dinner?
Some popcorn there. Some scallops down there. Meh.
TV's great, ain't it?
Whatever.
All right, well, we got to head out. GLCW Italian Rumble in about 15, 20 minutes.
Italian
Oh
Rumble.
my
I love
God.
Italians.
The Italian Rumble, where you
Wait
can
a
get
minute.
your Skull Crusher. Screw this, Dave Hero has spoken. The Skull Crusher keeps it
No one
real
can see it on the table.
all the time,
You
baby.
know what?
Do they have the
What?
men's sizes? What is that, a kid small?
I'm gonna put that
This
on
is
my
actually
pillow.
your mother's, Dave.
You know what I do with my pillows lately? Alright, that's the end of
Dameon,
it.
I don't know, you better kill the tape here.
Jay
We are
Lethal,
PG, we're with the Diva and the
Yes.
Skull Crusher. For
Jay
Dameon
Lethal,
Nelson,
Al Snow.
I'm DHHS,
I'm the OD Bay.
I'm Rasche Brown.
and we're out of here.
Bam!
It's my show. It's my show. What are you gonna do about it?
I'm gonna kick your ass out of here.
No, you go in there, you get her out of here. It's my show. David with his T-shirt and Rasche, he's not even supposed to be here. I want this taken care of. I want it taken care of now.
It's done.
Can't believe it. Take over. It's my show. I'm the star.